What's up? And welcome to Lunchtime in the Lab. What's up, Marcus? Marcus back again. We just finished up the Boys of Spring podcast. If you missed that, you can find it, somewhere down here. Click on the channel icon, the little, just like this guy, right? The purple thing. Um, Man, my face is hot. I've been here sweating. Got the fan on, but it's hot in here. Anyway, me and Ty just broke down the UFL slate, 4 games, 2 games today, 2 games tomorrow. Birmingham Stallions and the Renegades go today. Two pretty good teams. Today's podcast today, probably keep it a little light. I don't have any graphics or anything like that for this one. I put this together real quickly. There's this little market going on just down the street from me, and I thought we were gonna go there, and we didn't. I ended up doing other things, and here I am doing some Mother's Day. It's called Black Canyon where I live. It's like it's kind of like a steakhouse, but it's got a bunch of stuff too. It's got a reservation to go there at 3:30, do Mother's Day for my wife today. Take the kids too because we couldn't find a damn babysitter, and then do Mother's Day stuff tomorrow. So that being said, I will not have a show tomorrow. By the time this happens, I'm going to be at my parents' house. Actually, I'm not even going to worry about pre-recording it. Honestly, this weekend, I plan on just outside of doing this podcast, man, I'm taking a break. Just gonna try to enjoy the weekend. It's gonna be nice, and try to spend time with my wife, for Mother's Day weekend and everything like that. I'll have these 3 plays a day. I'll have probably a player prop in the Discord, but man, I got my ass kicked yesterday in the Discord for the OG that are in there, and I'm trying to figure out what I might be doing wrong, and look, but if those are in there, I got the research, the write up, the reasoning. I mean, the Dodgers couldn't score 2 runs in the first 5 innings. Michael King had how many strikeouts? 12 strikeouts against them. The dude that's leading the league in home runs. The Dodgers couldn't do anything. Talking about college baseball, Jamie Arnold had 17 strikeouts. His team lost 0-1. It was the first time all year that they've been shut out to a starting pitcher that's got an 8 ERA, to a losing team. They're he was 1-5 with an 8 ERA, and they shut out Florida State, who has a pretty good offense, who had a pitcher who had 17 strikeouts that went 7 innings. He gave up 1 solo home run, and that was the difference of the game. Even ECU lost with Trey Savage or whatever. Dude was 10-0, 10-1 or something like that. So weird day. Dodgers sucked. I needed the Dodgers. We talked about the Phillies and Dodgers money line together. Dodgers lost outright. Patrick Corbin Day lost. I mean, look, I said even if Patrick Corbin Day loses, it's the tone setter. And I certainly know better, I think, than to trust the Red Sox. The Red Sox offense has just been so. And the top of the first, they had a runner thrown out at home. I mean, that was cooked. I mean, that from there, if they just dude was out by a mile, if they just would have held him up, and then they got another hit, I mean, they could have really cracked Patrick Corbin, open there. So super damn frustrating. Feel like I'm probably trying to do too much. Doing college baseball and MLB. I got a whole team of guys in there with me, so there was no reason. I had 7 plays. I had 7 plays yesterday. I think I got 2 right. I think I lost 4 units. I had a plus 1,000 that had 5 legs on it, a bunch of minus 150 props that you couldn't really play straight. And then I had the Diamondbacks first 5 team total over 1.5. They ended up getting the second run in the 6th. That was the only thing that missed. If that parlay would have come in, then I would have been good. I've talked about it before. I wish that I did more higher odd stuff, because then you're not so exposed. I could have 4 plays out at 0.25 units at all of them, and have just as good a chance of hitting a damn a bet than running some of these straights sometime. So I'm addicted to this. So maybe if you're in the Discord, I'll end up putting out a 0.25 little lotto for some baseball or something like that. But for the most part, I'm gonna hop off, I think, and just you kind of walk away and you see the board a little better when you come back. But anyway, Chuck, yeah, I mean, I got to think that the Dodgers do better today. But today's Saturday, 5/11. Before we get into today's plays, as always, take a look back and see how we did yesterday. And before we do that, actually, I don't have the Chuck. I unfortunately am going to bet the Dodgers today. We'll get to that in a second. I'm not happy about it, but I'm gonna do it. Quick housekeeping as usual. We have I don't have the graphics like I said pulled up, but today is Saturday. Today is UFC, today MMA, whatever you want to call it. First day of having Feezy in the Discord. Dude is one of the better, if not best, MMA handicappers out there. We got him in the group again. Like I've said before, he goes back. Me and him go back. He's been on the show with me before. In fact, I actually was just texting him. Hopefully I have him on next Saturday and we can talk some MMA on here. Have Feezy on the show tomorrow. And I think I'm gonna have Jay Bookie on the show next week as well. For those of you that are in the Discord and know who those people are. Anyway, link at the bottom here to check it out. I mean, look, this dude's won me a ton of money. I remember I went kayaking one day. I left my phone in the Jeep and was, doing whatever. And I come back to literally thousands of dollars in my bank account. The guy hit like everything, does some round robin type stuff. So he's really good at MMA. I look forward to following his bets today. And that's where the majority that I'm going to be betting is, just following him. Marcus, Braves and Orioles. So Nelson has struggled. Means, the rookie, hasn't been the best pitcher. There's no team really jumps out to me. Like nobody's jumping off the page that deserves like oh yeah, for sure, like these two teams win kind of thing. You said Braves. Fried, yeah, I'm not even really sure what Scott's got going on, if that's a bullpen type thing, but Braves and Orioles is probably a pretty solid read. I think I would probably agree with that because the Diamondbacks are struggling, but with them having a rookie on the mound, though, that's a little scary. I think he's a rookie. Anyway, plays from yesterday, we went 1-2, but I tell you, we shouldn't have. Phillies -1.5 continues to be just a monster. I need to start just playing. Every time I'm on Phillies -1.5, it hits. Ranger Suarez has been fantastic. The guy's like 7-0, I think now. Zach Wheeler is looking good. Aaron Nola, not really good. But this Phillies team's awesome. Really should be running that in the Discord. But I go Phillies money line and put something with it. Dodgers should have won. Phillies and Dodgers should have hit yesterday. Dodgers should have scored more than one run. They got completely shut down by Michael King. It's so frustrating that this offense can literally just disappear. But unfortunately, you kind of have to keep going back to them, and it's frustrating. Red Sox versus our team total that missed on Patrick Corbin Day. It's just the second time all year that Patrick Corbin Day wasn't successful. Will we bet it again next time? Yeah, probably. I think this time I'll probably pay more attention, I guess, to who he's going against. I said it even then. I'm like, I'm not going to worry about it because, other teams have cashed for us. But the Red Sox are certainly one of those teams that just don't score a lot of runs. So I really should have known better, more, probably. And then the Dodgers, team total missing 1-2 day. Frustrating. I mean, podcast lifetime still up, almost 20 units. When you're doing straight bets, you're not going to run away with units. We're not hitting parlays or anything like that. I'm trying to give you guys information and learn you up on some stuff. And, that's what it's about. Discord, I think I'm up 0.1 or something like that. I've crashed back. I was up 3 or 4 units in the first couple of days and I had a bad day and it all went crashing back down to 0. I went up pretty good, had another bad day and crashed back down. Unfortunately, that's how straight betting goes. I don't get to have those 3 or 4 unit wins. I have to hit 4 bets or go 3 for 1. And then if you have a 0-4 day, it all turns that away, unfortunately. But let's get into it today. I've already talked, for 10 minutes about nothing, it seems like. Let's get these plays. I don't even really have a home run. I mean, I really didn't. I looked at this board quickly, made some plays up. These will not be in the Discord. But I think they're looks that I certainly like. As I think I decided I was going to just hop off some baseball unless I come in with like a lotto or something like that. But so the first play, though, let's go ahead and talk about some football. This game starts at 4:00 today. Honestly, it's like the Super Bowl of the league right now. I mean, these two teams are fantastic. It's the Stallions versus the Battlehawks. Stallions -4.5. What's up, dude?
Hey.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, Sonic.
Oh, you're talking to Sonic on the phone. Hey, I'm almost done, okay? And then I'll go back out there. My wife's sleeping, so it's she's not keeping them busy. Anyway, Stallions the best team in the league. Best defense, best offense. Battlehawks easily number 2 in the league. I mean, you have the number one and number 2 best team going against each other today. Fantastic game. Adrian Martinez out of Kansas State. This guy, I fully believe that he's going to be in the NFL next year. I think he's got that kind of talent. I loved backing him when he was at Kansas State. Dude was super solid. This year, he's nearly leading the league in rushing yards as a quarterback. He just threw for like 360 yards last week. The guy's been on fire. The Battlehawks are good, but the Stallions defense is, I mean, they're the real deal in this league. They're an incredible team. It really should be a great game, Super Bowl type matchup. But I got to take the guy that is just so multi-purposeful. You can bet on props on ESPN Bet. I wish I could take his all-purpose yards, like a Lamar Jackson type bet, where he's running and he's passing a lot. But the dude also has got an arm, unlike Lamar Jackson. But I think that, I mean, look, I think in this league, Adrian Martinez is the best player. They have the best player and they have the best defense. So I love the Stallions -4.5 for our first play here. Like I said, going to be a shorter podcast. We'll just get through these plays here. If you guys have any questions, we'll talk about it. And then, I'm gonna go ahead and hop out of here and then just kind of enjoy the weekend or whatever. Second play, I'm gonna go with the Cubs. Cubs money line. I know I got Paul Skeens up there is the thumbnail player of the day. In my notes it says OMG, Paul Skeens is pitching, and everyone's so excited, and everyone's taking his over for his Ks, his 7.5, and everyone's gonna ladder his Ks up. Everyone thinks he's gonna have a great game. Everyone thinks that they want to bet the National League offensive rookie of the, all the National League rookie of the year. All this stuff about Paul Skeens. This man has not pitched in the MLB yet. I think he could be great. I think he could come in and do good. He's probably going to be a pretty good pitcher. I think in his first start, he's going to be average. He can come in and pitch the first ever complete game shutout for a rookie. Maybe someone's done that. I don't know. But I think he's going to be average. I think this Cubs team is too good. And this as good as, look, Jamie Arnold had 17 strikeouts yesterday and they lost the game. This guy could have 17 strikeouts today in the MLB, but if the Pirates aren't scoring runs, he's not going to win. Justin Steele's got a .96 ERA. He's given up 1 run in his 2 starts. He had an injury, got pulled in the 4th inning. He only went 4 innings last time. I'm sure he's going to have a longer leash this time out. The Pirates are 3rd last in batting average, 24th in on base percentage, 3rd from last in runs. They're hitting the least amount of home runs. This Cubs team offensively is simply better. They are simply a better team than the Pirates. I don't care that phenom Paul Skeens is pitching today. I think the Cubs money line is the way to go. You have the veteran lineup that they have. Cody Bellinger is hitting the ball extremely well and been hitting a home run just about every game, every other game. And like I said, Justin Steele was the ace for the Cubs coming into the league. Coming into the season, he got hurt. Shota Imanaga obviously has been fantastic. Shota Imanaga is going to win the National League Rookie of the Year. I don't know why everyone's thinking Paul Skeens is going to do it, but that's the play. Going to roll with the Cubs money line on the second play. And then the third play, as usual, before we get into it, guys, do me a favor, please. And sorry, I was trying to bunch of group chat messages. Do me a favor, like the video, please. Subscribe to me, please. I have 821, I think, subscribers right now. That's awesome. We've been going up, and I tell you what the cheat code is. I told you about it the other day. Me and my wife watches The Blacklist. Getting into that show. We're about 3 seasons in. I think there's 10, so we got a while to go. But as that's going on, as NBA is tweeting highlights, I am screen recording those highlights. I am putting that into shorts, and I am putting out, it's essentially TikToks, and that's what's driving my follower count up. I got 5.8 thousand on this one views, 6,000 on this one, 1.1, 1.1, 1.5, 6.1, 400, 200, like 3,000, 4.2, 4.2, 5.8, 5.1, 6.7. Like, this is a cheat code. Are these people watching the podcast right now? Hey, shout out if you guys are seeing this. But look, I just want to get to 1,000 followers, and if it's off of shorts, I'm perfectly fine with it. I'm sure those people are gonna accidentally see the podcast here at some point. And like I said, I'd really like to drive some guests, which I think would probably increase some viewership to the show as well. I know it's kind of a hard time depending on people's schedule and everything. Not everybody has the mornings like I do available. But anyway, last play for today. If you guys have home run people, if you guys have somebody you like for a home run, drop it. Sure, we could put 3 together right now, but like I said, I have not looked at anything other than my initial plays that I came up with this morning, and I hopped off after that. So you guys could certainly, it could be a crowd-funded home run lotto today. Watch it hit, but I don't have any input, to be honest. So if there's 3 of you guys that want to drop it, we can run it. If not, we won't worry about it today. I didn't even look at the weather. I don't even know what the weather is like, and like I normally do. Like, oh, this game, and this game, I want to have a home run because it's got the wind's blowing out, this, and that. I don't even know that because, like I said, I really don't have intentions of betting MLB outside of these plays right here. Chuck, fellow Viking fan, this is the draft hat. The Dodgers -1.5 over the Padres. Just gonna see if this line's moved since I +108. Dodgers -1.5. Man, I don't know if you can see it on my face that I don't hate to do it in a sense of like, oh, like this isn't gonna hit. It's just that the Dodgers are just so frustrating. The Dodgers cost me a decent, at least $200 yesterday. 2 units. I needed them just to win. I needed them just to score 2 runs in the first 5. Neither of those things happened. I suppose it's high expectations for this team that is realistically stacked. Look, they're still winning. They have a winning home record, a winning away record. They have a winning overall record. Obviously, they're still doing good. It's just I maybe we're just too high of an expectation. Like I said, I can't believe they look so bad against Michael King, who was giving up the most home runs. They didn't even hit anything remotely close to a home run. There was a point where they had a guy on third and second with no outs, and they only got 1 run, a pop out. So let's just go back to him, Matt. And it's realistically, it's not even because of the Dodgers that are playing him. I've identified Matt Waldron as somebody that I wanted to fade next time he pitched, and it just so happens that it's the Dodgers. There's certain pitchers that I want to try to attack, and that's not always going to be the best bet to go about things. But that's the way I like to bet, is just attacking like the starting pitcher and then kind of playing it from there, whether or not it's siding with a good starting pitcher or fading a bad starting pitcher. This Matt Waldron guy, 1-4 with a 5.82 ERA, and before last week he was excellent away. The guy was fantastic away, but he's been getting cooked at home. Last week though, at the Diamondback Stadium, he gave up 8 runs in just a couple innings. He got absolutely shelled. But at home this year, Matt Waldron at home has a 7.98 home ERA and like 3 starts. He gave up 4 to the Reds, 5 to the Jays, and 4 to the Cards, all of which are not good offenses. We know this. The Reds offense is slumping like nobody's business. The Blue Jays offense doesn't string a lot of runs together. And the Cardinals are an extremely weak, like anemic type offense. He got cooked by all 3 of these teams at home. He faces the Dodgers at home this time. He did give up just 1 run to the Dodgers at Dodger Stadium. So this certainly probably isn't an ideal, like perfect matchup, as he did face this Dodgers team already, but that could be bad for him too, because they have maybe a little bit of like familiarity with him. But he's really been struggling, giving up 12 runs in his last 2 starts. It's just the kind of guy that you want to bet against. And you have to think that the Dodgers, after putting up just 1 run and looking just so bad, you have to think that they're going to turn around and fix that today. You got Paxton going, who really is just an average pitcher all around. He's 4-0 with a 3.06 ERA, but the guy just wins because they score runs for him. Sometimes pitchers just don't get run support. Paxton seems to get run support, which makes us even better at a -1.5. He even gave up 4 runs to the Diamondbacks last time the Dodgers faced them, and he still got the win in 5 innings. He still got the win, even giving up 4 runs. It's because the Dodgers were able to pile on the runs. In fact, the Dodgers have won 3 straight games with Paxton on the mound. I think they make it a 4th straight game today, but I think they cover and they come out swinging, and it's going to be one of those that I tweet later on and say, of course they score a bunch of runs in the first 5 this time. It always seems to happen like you're a day early kind of thing. That's why sometimes it's you joke and it's like, let's run that home run lotto back from yesterday. We could do that theoretically. But those are going to be the 3 plays today. Chuck, NBA, man, I probably hopped off the NBA way too soon compared to what I had been doing before, but NBA isn't as much of a passion as me. I like to bet NBA where you do have like the bad teams, right? Like, oh, let's take a center versus the Wizards or the Hornets, or let's take Butler's not playing, so you got to take Bam's RA because that's a lock. Or, LeBron's not in, you got to go with D'Lo assists because like that's a lock every time D'Lo's not in. Attacking injuries has always been my favorite way to play it. That's the way I like to bet the NBA and do builders and stuff too. But man, you playing the same team over and over and over. It's difficult. And I'm not as passionate of NBA as I am like football or baseball. I'm of course like familiar with the sport, but I don't like breathe it. It's not something I grew up watching, to be honest. Football and baseball is what I grew up watching. Anyway, weekend, not as many people watching, so we're gonna close it out here. I appreciate the people that did show up today and interacted. Weekend shows are always Keldon, no points when Wemby wasn't in. Absolute lock every single time. It may have missed one time. Those are the type of stuff that I want to bet on. I like the NBA. I do like to bet on the NBA. Although this year the NBA was honestly horrendous. This was the worst year to bet on the NBA, I feel like. So far this MLB season has not been awesome. But I will say we had a couple days of really good weather, and I did really well on those days. And then we get into this rainy, cold stuff again, and then we didn't do good. So got to make it to the summer. Got to get into the summer here. NBA is over in like a month or something like that. It's crazy. The playoffs are literally last forever in the NBA. It's insane. But anyway, to recap here today, we're going to go with the Stallions -4.5 over the Battlehawks. We're going to take the Cubs money line over the Pirates. And then we're going to go with the Dodgers -1.5 over the Padres. That's it for today, guys. Short and sweet. I need to go get some water. Actually, I've been talking since 10:30 at this point. As like I said, check out the UFL podcast if you haven't. We, me and my tie two football passionate guys. Chuck, you have a good weekend as well. I hope you guys enjoy your Mother's Day. I don't think there's any females in here watching, but I hope you guys enjoy your Mother's Day. Mother's Day weekend or whatever you have, going on and everything like that. Like I said, if you missed it, I will not have an episode tomorrow. I will not be here tomorrow. For the most part, we're taking a complete day off today outside of probably giving out a UFL play in the Discord. I'm going to reset, come back strong on Monday. So no podcast tomorrow, spending time, with the wife and going to go see my mom and everything like that. And I will see you guys back Monday at 11:30. See you guys. Where's that? Where's my button?